After 7 years of marriage, she destroyed my confidence. But what I discovered changed everything. At 38, I believed I understood the sacred geometry of marriage. 7 years with Catherine had taught me that love wasn't just passion and butterflies, it was the quiet rhythm of two lives intertwined, the unspoken understanding that comes from truly knowing another soul. I was a high school English teacher, she worked as a marketing coordinator at a local firm, and we had built what I thought was an unshakable foundation of trust and intimacy. But on that humid Tuesday evening in August, as we stood in our modest suburban kitchen in Phoenix, she would utter words that would completely demolish everything I believed about our relationship, about myself, and about the very nature of human cruelty. The day had been exhausting. Summer school sessions at Roosevelt High always drained me more than the regular academic year, and I'd spent the afternoon helping struggling seniors understand the complexities of Shakespeare's betrayal themes in Othello. The irony wasn't lost on me later. I came home to find our laundry basket overflowing, something I'd promised to tackle the night before but had forgotten in my post-grading stupor. Catherine stood by the kitchen island, her auburn hair pulled back in that tight ponytail she wore when stress was building behind her green eyes. "Michael," she said, her voice carrying that particular edge I'd learned to recognize over the years, "you said you'd fold the clothes yesterday." It was such a simple statement, so mundane, yet I could feel the weight of accumulated frustrations hanging in the air between us like a gathering storm. I was bone-tired, my mind still swimming with lesson plans and the endless stack of essays waiting for my red pen, but I knew that wasn't an excuse she wanted to hear. "You're absolutely right, babe," I said, loosening my tie and trying to summon the energy for domestic responsibility. "I'll get to it right after dinner. This summer session is just killing me, and I completely spaced on it." I moved toward her, hoping to bridge the gap with a kiss on her cheek, but she stepped back, her arms crossing over her chest in that defensive posture that had become far too familiar in recent months. What happened next was like watching a controlled demolition of everything I thought I knew about the woman I'd married. "It's not just the laundry, Michael," she began, her voice gaining momentum like a train picking up speed. "It's everything. You come home exhausted, you barely talk to me anymore, you forget our plans, you don't take initiative with anything around here. When was the last time you actually planned a date for us? When was the last time you surprised me with anything?" Each word felt like a small blade finding its mark. I stood there, still in my work clothes, watching my wife transform before my eyes from the